In this template, I have ranked the top 5 watch brands of all time and 2 of their most iconic watches. If you're a true watch enthusiast, you would know all those 5 brands. Let's get into the video. At number 5, we have Breitling. Breitling is one of the most iconic brands in history and has a 140-year-old expertise in watchmaking. They mainly focus on aviation-themed watches and they are known for perfecting the chronograph in the watch industry. Even though there are many models such as the Chronomat or the Avenger or Super Ocean, I've selected 2 models which I think signifies the expertise of the Breitling brand. So let's open the tier, and the watches are Navitimer B12 chronograph. I think this watch is splendid with the Navitimer design and the expert chronograph function. The second one is the Premier B01 chronograph. So I've chosen both chronograph versions because of the brand, and this watch is more of a classic, you can call it, or a dress watch, but it is not cheap. Hi and welcome back to Nishan's Vision. 95% of you haven't subscribed to this channel but keep watching the content, so please do consider subscribing to this channel. At number 4, we have Vacheron Constantin. This is a lesser known brand in the watch industry, but it has a 269-year-old history. It started in 1755 and is one of the oldest watch brands still under production. They have the most unique movements in the industry, and even though the overseas as well as the patrimony are one of the most famous watches of the brand, I've chosen 2 watches which I think is something different in the brand. So let's open the tier. I have the overseas tourbillon. So tourbillon movements is one of the most accurate movements ever made in history, and they are one of the most expensive also. The next one is 56 complete calendar. This has a perpetual calendar as well as a moon phase, so it's a very complicated watch from the brand, and it is not cheap either, and it is one of the most complicated watches you can ever see in any brand. At number 3, we have Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe has been a very popular brand recently due to many celebrities wearing these watches. So people came to know about Patek Philippe after many celebrity interviews, and I came to know about Patek Philippe after Robert Downey Jr.'s interview. This company makes a lot of watches. They make popular watches like the Grand Complications, Calatrava and Golden Eclipse. But I have chosen the 2 most iconic watches when you hear the name Patek Philippe. Let's open the chart. Nautilus Perpetual Calendar. So you have many models in the Nautilus. You have a plain Nautilus, chronograph Nautilus, as well as this perpetual calendar model. So this is also a complicated watch. One set is very difficult to reset the watch. You have a moon phase, you have a chronometer, and you have everything inside this watch. So it's one of the most iconic watches ever made, and many celebrities own this watch. The second one is the Jumbo Aquanaut. The Aquanaut also has a few models like the World Timer as well as the plain Aquanaut. So I chose the plain green Aquanaut for this one. So I think these are the 2 unique watches you can get from Patek Philippe, and one of the most famous ones also. At number 2, we have Omega. Omega needs no introduction, and one of the most famous watches worn by celebrities as well as by enthusiasts. So it's one of the most widely produced watches as well, and it's very easy to get compared to the number 1 spot. So Omega has many models like the Constellation, the Railmaster, the Devil, but I'm going to tell you the most famous watches, the 2 most famous watches out of Omega. Let's open the chart. In the first place, Speedmaster Moon Watch Professional. So this watch needs no introduction. It went to the Apollo 11 mission and it was the watch worn on the moon. So it has a special place in history as well as has numerous iterations in the Speedmaster series. Compared to all the Speedmasters available, like you have a Speedmaster Mark II, a Speedmaster Professional, and you have a Speedmaster Chronograph. So compared to all of that, the Moon Watch is very, very famous, and people buy this variant specially compared to any other variant. Now you have a white variant as well, so people are buying that. And number 2, the James Bond Seamaster Diver 300. The Seamaster series is iconic for its diving capabilities, but this watch, due to the collaboration of the Bond franchise, has been more famous recently. So you have the No Time to Die version, which is what I have chosen, and one of the best watches ever. And I too own a Speedmaster Mark II, and it's one of the best watches you can ever get in the market. Even though you have a 007 edition and so many in the Seamaster series. You have plain Seamasters as well. Before getting into the first position, there are some watch brands which I am going to mention here, like Audemars Piguet, which is famous for the royal oak but not any other model, Jacob & Co, IWC, Cartier, Hamilton, and so many brands are there. As of 2024, you don't know what watches are being ranked where. So this was a research from 2022 to 2023. So now the numbers and the positions might differ. At number 1, you have Rolex. Rolex has been an unbeatable force since the innovation of any other watch, and it is produced in a very limited number, and it's most hard to get watches as well. And the bitter truth is, it's the most replicated watch as well. Everybody wants to own a Rolex, but they're not able to get one. So the secondary market people sell Rolexes for higher prices, as well as they sell fake Rolexes for the same price, which is not justifiable. So Rolex has so many models. They have the Yachtmaster, they have the Daytona Cosmograph, they have the 1908, they have the Datejust, Yachtmaster 2, the GMT Master, and there are so many models to choose from in Rolex. But I have chosen the 2 ultimate models in Rolex, which have been part of many presidents as well as many movie stars. So let's open the chart. The first one is the Day-Date 40. So the Day-Date is one of the most iconic watches Rolex have ever made, and it comes in a presidential bracelet as well as a normal Jubilee bracelet, which is fine. It shows you, like, if you're wearing this watch, you feel like you're wearing the most luxurious watch in the world. So I've chosen the Day-Date. Datejust is quite a popular model, but the Day-Date is quite difficult to get, as well as the most expensive, one of the most expensive in the Rolex catalog. And the second one I've chosen is the Kermit Submariner Date. The Submariner is available in 2 variants, as the date and a non-date version. So I've chosen the date version, which has the Cyclops magnifier to it, and the most favorite Submariner for me is the Submariner hull, or the green version. But nowadays Submariner isn't having a lot of design changes, so it's quite annoying with Rolex. And the Submariner is one of the most replicated watches as well, and you need to be careful when getting a Submariner from an unauthorized dealer. First of all, you might get a fake one, and it's priced very high in the secondary market as well. So these are the top 5 brands of all time in the world. So these watches have been there since the dawn of watchmaking and play a vital part in everyone's life. I'm sorry if I have missed any of the brands which you like, so please comment down below any watch brands that you feel that I have missed out. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.